Jackpot, I hit the jackpot, jackpot.
Hey guys, excuse the mess, or actually you can't even really see it, but I gave up pretty much cleaning this apartment because I'm leaving. So excited. You guys already know by the title, this is a gym vlog. It's Workout Wednesday. I'm going to try to bring you some fitness content every Wednesday. So I'm getting ready to go to the gym. This one will be interesting because A, I'm on my period, so you know, cramping, bloated, all those things. And also I've been working out with a new trainer and I worked out with him yesterday and I'm literally so sore. So this is what I do on a day when I'm super sore and I'm still want to get the workout in and I need to kind of release some stress in these muscles. So it'll be a lighter workout and then some stretching, recovery and prevention stretching. Trying a new pre-workout. This is OxyShred Thermogenic Fat Burner. I really like this stuff. You can take a scoop of it when you first wake up in the morning and then a scoop when you work out, but beware, you're going to sweat like a mad woman or man. I feel like I should do this over something. Hopefully y'all can see. Okay. Oh, perfect. Got it all in. I always do my research on what products I put in my body, and I'm super wary about certain pre-workouts, things like that. You guys know I've talked about it, but I wanted to try this one. I've done it a few times so far. I like it. Gives me good energy. I don't feel like dizzy or tingly or any of those weird feelings. Doesn't taste bad. This is the flavor Cosmic Blast Strawberry. Let me show y'all. And no, this is not an ad. This is something I'm just trying. It doesn't fully have the Champ stamp of approval yet. I feel like I would need to use it for like a month, right? To at least know. But when I get to the gym, we'll do a weigh-in. Then I'll do some cardio because if your muscles are sore, it will loosen them up a little bit. It will kind of get the blood flowing and it helps with recovery faster. Then I will also show you what protein I'm taking. So I'm taking a protein shake and 2 supplements. They are both really good for building muscle and recovery. Okay, guys? Like I said, it's like working smarter, not harder. You don't want to burn yourself out and not be able to work for 3-4 days. I've gotten to a good groove where I can work out, really push myself in my workouts. I do things that day and every day to prevent, and then I also do things when I'm super sore, like today, so. Cheers. Okay, y'all. So you know I had to take the top down. You guys, we have had such terrible weather here in LA, and it's finally starting to be nice. It's a little cloudy today. Still odd for LA, but I had to put the top down. I've been waiting on this. So here comes the part of the video where I'm going to do mostly voiceover for 2 reasons. I want to give you guys the right information, also don't want to get copyrighted for any music that's playing in the gym. As you saw, I was 124 pounds. This was before I did my body update video that I dropped not that long ago. So here we go. I'm putting on a sweatband. I like to use this when I do cardio. I just feel like it really, you know, helps me keep that waist snatched. Is this a brand that I necessarily recommend? No, it's not. I suggest you do your own research on what sweatbands to use. But here we go. You guys know that 2 of my favorite cardio machines, mainly the only ones I do, are either the stair machine or some form of treadmill. And that's just because I have the option to still kind of get some gains at the same time. On the stair machine, obviously you're totally working legs. You could still build a booty if you do it right. And the same with the stair machine. So I don't know if you can see, look closely, but it is lifting up on an incline, which is still giving you those booty gains. And I'm going at about speed 3. So incline 15, speed 3. Now you see I reached 30 minutes. That's good for today since I've been doing so much weightlifting. Yeah, incline really helped, and I've sweat a lot. We're about to check it out with this sweatband. Just how much I actually, sweated. Let's see if you can see. I don't even know if you can really see that, but you can see it on my actual pants. Ew. Sweat is just basically your workout using its words. That's what I would say. So now it's time for the actual stretching. This is sped up for your viewer purposes, but just know I'm doing it a lot slower in real time, starting with some larger arm circles, probably like 20 forward and 20 backwards. Then I don't know exactly what this stretch is called, but you can see what I'm doing. I do it to the back, over my head, and then I'll do it each side. It just kind of opens up your shoulders. It's going to help with your posture. And if you're having a sore back, which I have often because A, I have scoliosis, and it's minor though. B, I just have been working my whole physique. You don't want to just work one part. Like if you want to bring your chest up, you got to work chest and back. Having good posture is absolutely essential. Then I go back to some super large arm circles forward and backward. I'll do 20 each direction.
What you wanna do?
Next, legs spread apart, a little bit more than shoulder width. I bend straight down, not curving my back. I also make sure that my legs are facing forward, or whichever way my feet are, my knees are going over that or are aligned. If they're not aligned, you can end up injuring your knee, which I've also done back when I was doing ballet. This move here kind of opens up your hips. I try to keep my back a little straighter, chest up more, rock from side to side. Remember, this is sped up, so I'm holding these positions a lot longer, and I'm also doing the moves a lot slower. You don't want to pump too fast or anything during a stretch because you could pull something. This one also helps you open up your sides. I also like to do some neck rolls to each side. You want to make sure that you're not doing these too fast. It looks like I'm doing it fast, but that is because it's sped up. Then I twist from side to side, keeping my legs locked and facing the same direction. One more neck stretch, just because honestly, even if you're not working your neck or your back or your legs or whatever, you want to stretch everything because essentially they are all connected. So you might be sore in one area, and that's really because you're tight in another area. So just take care of your whole body. Moving on to my next movement / stretch, I'm going to rotate my shoulders back, 20 backwards alternating sides, and then I'll do 20 forward alternating sides. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my feet together. I like to use ballet arms and back, which means a little bit straighter because it's going to help you with your stretch. You don't want to punch your back. But we're going to bend forward, touch our toes. Make sure that you're breathing. The more that you're breathing, the more oxygen goes to your muscles, and the farther you'll be able to go. Like, if you start at a certain place, within a couple minutes of breathing, you'll go even deeper into that stretch. So remember that. Now on this stretch, remember to keep your back straighter so that you can get deeper into the stretch. Also, you want to keep those knees aligned with your feet and your hips. That way you don't, hurt your kneecaps. Make sure you're not rolling them forward out of alignment. I'm going to point my toes, and then I'm going to flex, point and flex, just to get a different stretch. Then I kind of rock back and forth and then go over to get that side stretch. This is literally one of my favorites. It keeps my back feeling loose and eliminates a lot of back pain. Then I reach the arm backwards and then back to the side. This also helps with mobility. Then I'll go down over one side, and on this, of course, we're going to do the same thing, point and flex, and make sure we're still keeping our knees out and in line with our legs. Now I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. You want to keep it even. There's always going to be one side that is looser than the other. I don't know why, but the body is just like that. Regardless of the looseness on each side, make sure you spend a good amount of time doing each one.
See how she counting all these bills.
Then I'm going to return to the middle to top it off. And as you can see, this time I can go farther down than the time before. Make sure in between each stretch you're shaking your legs out. Then we're going to hit this butterfly. I like this one. It just really helps you open up your hips. Make sure you're keeping your back straighter, especially the women like me with the larger breasts, because you know that can make us hunch sometimes, but we really got to work on our posture. Okay, ladies, posture is key.
Then we be riding with that and we be going by that.
Then I return to my legs straight out in front of me. I'm making sure my back is straighter, and I'm going to alternate between pointing and flexing to get a different part of the leg. And also, as you can see, I'm breathing heavily, but those good deep breaths help you get deeper into the stretch. Then I always shake it out a little bit in between stretches, just because stretching can be a lot. But we're going to do one leg out, knee bent, and we're going to go ahead and pop our back, so just kind of twist a little bit. That always helps me with mobility. It's time to stretch those glutes. I love these stretches. Keeping my back straight and crossing one leg over the other, keeping one leg out and pulling tight. You can kind of adjust to like where you need it, but you'll feel the stretch. And if you don't feel it in your booty, adjust so that you do, because that's where you should be feeling it, booty and like upper side leg. We're going to repeat on each side, but I do that for every single workout. So if I forget to say it, you guys just know it, both sides. Here is another favorite of mine to get those glutes in the back of your leg. It's going to be the same thing except for knee bent and then leg up. And keep your back straight, and you can kind of adjust how close you are to your leg depending on how much you're feeling it. But always try to push to feel it a little bit more, but don't hurt yourself. Here we go, you guys. This one is really important. You got to shake that booty out. Just kidding. Now we're going to open up our hips. As you guys know, if you watch my channel, I hurt my hip flexor like around Christmas time. And when I tell you it took me like 2 months just to recover, I'm going to show you front and back of this one. I do it with my legs kind of, sorry about the twerk, can't help it, kind of closer together, and then I'll also spread my feet a little bit farther apart, but this will open up your hips and help with hip flexor, and I just kind of go deeper into the pose as I stretch. See, this is the version with the legs open more, but this one really helps. Also, if you want to get your middle splits, that is a great stretch for you. So now it's time to stretch those quads, because mine are often tight. So I do this in a 3-step motion. First, we're stretching the bottom of the leg. Then we go over into like a lunge, but keeping our toes down and still on the floor. This will get your hip flexor and your quad, and then this will get the back of your other leg. Then I slide back into it and go over into this position, and I do this motion, and I don't hold it too long because this also helps you with your mobility. So I keep on doing this 3-step motion about 6 times.
Who do you think you are?
Then you know we got to switch it to the other side, doing the 3-step motion. Try to keep your back as straight as possible when you do the hamstring part right here. Mine curves a little bit, but I'm trying to get it straighter. It will help you get the hamstring better and your calf. Now this is a new one that I recently added, but I like this one because it allows you to stretch your back and also help you with back mobility. Mobility is super important, guys. It has helped me improve my workouts and decrease soreness a whole lot. So this is a really good one for stretching that back and lower back at that. Remember, I'm holding it a little longer than you think because this whole video is sped up just for your viewing purposes. Now, another one to get those quads. You've seen me do it before. I go into a lunge, but then I reach my arm back and grab that back foot just to really put the extra emphasis on the quads. I keep my hips forward, and then of course I do the same on the other side.
I let you play with my little slot machine. Too bad that you.
Now it's time for my favorite, the splits. It's crazy because I literally didn't have these, I want to say like a month ago, but once I really was focusing on my stretching and making sure I did like 2 days a week of like maybe an hour stretching, man, the flexibility increase has been crazy. Last but certainly not least, as far as the stretches go, I do a bridge. I'm really trying to work on my back mobility and flexibility, guys. You've got to take care of the total physique. You don't want to just have one good body part. You want the whole package to be amazing.
You wanted to break. I'm building back up my walls. Shut up because
Now, one of my favorite things to end a good stretch, or even to beginning a good stretch, or just to beginning a good workout, is starting with a foam roller, you guys. These things are heaven sent. It's basically like getting a massage from yourself that's really easy to give to yourself. You just literally put pressure, your body weight, on whatever body part is sore or tight and roll it out. It's pretty self-explanatory. You'll kind of feel it as you do it. There's no right or wrong way. Just, put the pressure where it's needed and rub out the pain.
jackpot. I hit the jackpot. Jackpot. No, we're going around in circles for you. I know my way.
Last thing before I leave the gym, here's a little gym hack for you guys. It's important to take your protein within an hour of finishing your workout. So I basically take it with me. There are different protein shakers you can get, and just get one of the ones that has the compartment so you can already have your protein in it, or you can pour your protein in and then mix some water. Sometimes I take my protein with almond milk, but it's cutting season, so definitely water right now. And yeah, that just helps you make sure that you don't forget or wait too long, because I would hate for a workout to go to waste.